true.
Why do you think that we need to stand strong and hold on to the monarchy?
Well, I think there's two major sort of streams, if you like, for why New Zealand should remain a monarchy. One's sort of an emotional, historical reasoning, and one's quite practical. On a practical side, we've got a system currently that works very well. People say that New Zealand isn't free, we're not independent, we're not a democracy. All of these things are patently untrue. We elect our own government. We've, for a very long time, had a New Zealander as the Queen's representative in this country, and it's the people that we elect who make our laws, and we are all bound by them. So to say that we're not independent, or we're viewed internationally as a satellite of Britain, I think is complete rubbish. Also, just a point that I think people aren't educated on, particularly since 1953, the Queen of England, while Queen Elizabeth II is the Queen of England and also the Queen of New Zealand at the same time. She is the Queen of New Zealand. There's a separate title. If England tomorrow decided to abolish the monarchy, we'd still have the Queen of New Zealand. So,
is that good or bad, though?
From my perspective, that's a good thing. That means we have our own head of state. She may be a shared head of state, but that is a reflective of New Zealand's history and where we've come from. But what you're saying is more talking about personality than position. And you're talking about this. My particular support for the monarchy isn't necessarily tied up with Queen Elizabeth II. I think we have a system of government that is worked very well for us and gives us a lot of safeguards.
Well, they may work very well for us, but there's also this perception of the royalty in the media. I mean, I'm 29, and my major perception of royalty is that I always see them in women's magazines.
You could say that. I disagree personally. I think there's a lot of coverage that we don't get of... I mean, take the Queen, for example. The Queen is the patron of 600 charities. Prince Charles's Prince's Trust gives away millions of pounds every year to different charities. So they're... my understanding is that the Queen at the moment, and she's in her mid to late 80s, is doing 300-odd public engagements a year. OK, they're not all in New Zealand. That's what the Governor-General's for over here.
It's pretty good. 300 engagements a year for someone that old is pretty good, man.